Peace, peace, top of the rainbow. You all, this is your host for queer, host of topics of cancer, where we talk about queer topics all the queer time. Why? Because we need to. Giving you the bird's eye view of the world from the Cancerian perspective, as we should. So let's go. So today is the 22nd, I believe. Let me double check on that. Yeah, today is the 22nd, and I want to say if I didn't say it, happy 420. 420 has now been deemed officially Chris Brown Day. Yes, it's been officially dubbed Chris Brown Day. And I would have to say I have never heard a better diss track since Hit 'Em Up by Tupac. Seriously. The delivery was smooth, collective, and Chris Brown came to slay, not play. Besides all that, you guys, I tried to record on Sunday. However, it didn't come together. I do try to do some daily inspiration, motivation, aspirations on this podcast. However, if the universe says no, we gonna just let the universe do what it do. To everybody else, happy birthday to you today. If today is your birthday, happy birthday. Hope you are enjoying on this day here. The best way to start your day is on a Monday, fresh, new. Everything was all taken care of. I hope your weekend went smooth and nice. You was able to get out and enjoy the weather wherever you are at, whether it be in the cool of the summer breeze or the spring wherever you're at. I believe that the earth is just doing exactly what it is that it does every single day. I don't believe in seasons. I just believe that the world needs to do what it does. If we didn't label it, we wouldn't even know what the heck today would be. We would just be so glad and happy that we were able to see another day today outside here. You see what happens when you start labeling things and they don't turn out to be the way that you want them to be, and you get upset because you gave it a title and it doesn't meet up to what that title is supposed to be. Follow along if you hear me now. So, um, Friday was a humdinger for me. And I gotta tell you again, being a victim of identity theft is not cool. There's still some things that we have to go through, and people don't really realize it, or they do, and they just don't care. And to me, that is the lowest gut punch ever, is having to be a victim of identity theft and the long line of what you have to deal with and go through. And it's kind of like abuse. Not kind of, it is abuse, and it's something that you will have to live with for the rest of your moral life, because you have to be more protected. And sometimes it comes out as a good thing because maybe we need to be more uh, visual and understanding of our surroundings, be less trusting. But in the end, I say that it played out pretty well for me. It helped me to be more monetary over my funding and how I give out my information. And plus, now when I do speak with people and they ask a certain question to me, I say to myself, you know what? I will be the same way. I came to an understanding, and I want to share this with you all. We don't need things, we want things. And we have to understand when there's a difference between a need and a want. And my whole journey is that I needed a new car. Not needed, I wanted a new car because I got tired of having to deal with the same old, same old. However, the ancestors spoke to me and said, you know what, if you can handle this, if you can deal with just the little minor things, when the big things come, it will not be any work for you to do. And I say it this way, it's just like when you get a blessing. You know how people say this was a blessing from God? God brings blessings, not headaches. I'm going to tell you that. Whomever it is that you serve, God brings blessings, not headaches. And I said to myself, I can get me a new car. I have the funds and the finances to get it. Well, no, let's be honest, okay? Let's be honest. I had the funds to get it, but to keep it up is a whole different story. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to deal with my Coupe de Ville and ride this till the wheels fall off and fix it up, shine it like it's a new penny. Because I know when I do get to the point when I get what it is that I so rightfully deserve, I'll be able to treasure it much more. And I believe that what we need to have as an understanding as Americans, as not even Americans, as a human being, that we need to be more appreciative of what it is that we already have than what it is that we don't have. Because if we are trying to get something that we can't even take care of that we already have, what is that going to say in the near future for us? And I looked at myself around and I said, you know what? All I got to do is clean out the car, shine up the windows. It got some dings and things like that. I cannot be, and like I had to be honest with myself. I didn't want nobody to see me riding around in what it is. I didn't want nobody to be talking about me. And I still deal with that. And I know a majority of us deal with that hearsay in the back of our mind, as much as we can say that we don't really give a care about what anybody says, but we have to give a care about what anybody says. That we're saying we don't really give a care about what anybody says, because if we didn't give a care about what anybody says, we wouldn't be saying it, right? A person who is a cool person won't say, "Yeah, I'm cool." You don't have to say that because you already know that you are. A person who is smart wouldn't have to say that they're smart. If you ever realize people who are working in their gift, they really don't bring it out. They just, I just know. It's just like it's natural to them because it's within them. If it is in you, you don't have to do too hard to work or show it out. And I was speaking with this with my partner, with my mate the other day, and I was saying there's some things that I just can't be a part of. You know, I did try to smoke weed and drink and things like that, but it was never a part of me. Like it didn't fit well. It made me feel different inside because there was something that was saying, we don't like this. And I believe that if we would spend more time with getting ourselves together, having that understanding and that foundation that is things that we do not like, that we don't agree with, that we don't get along with, but we still try to push ourselves. It's a difference between pushing yourself to do something that you know you can do uh, and you don't want to do it out of fear versus pushing yourself to do something to fit in. I truly believe the whole term that birds of a feather flock together in its positive state of mind. That if I am brilliant, smart, independent, hardworking, I'll gather and flock around those with the same demeanor. However, there may be some that's the opposite of it, and they may try to be in the gang, but they won't last that long because we're not all going to speak the same language. And I truly believe that it is time for us to get together to speak the same language with each other therein and be able to have that understanding to know that all things will play out in the end. Well, that is quickly 8 minutes of what it is that I needed to say. And I know I'm working on being a little less saying or a little more saying. However, I just say what needs to be said because in the end, that's the only thing that matters is the important things and what you get out of it. You can get more out of an 8 minute speech than you can out of an hour because it's what grasps and holds on to you that you can understand and that you can get. Well, I hope that I was able to be an inspiration to you today. And just remember, if you grab the bull by the horns, you're going to get it. Don't poke the bear. And today, let's do something and really search inside of ourselves and ask the question, do I want this? Do I need this? Well, I am your host, LaQueer. And this has been the Topics of Cancer podcast, The Queer Perspective, where we talk about queer topics all the queer time. Why? Because we need to, giving you the bird's eye view of the world from the Cancerian perspective as it needs to be. So let go. Until next time, always remember, as I say to you, be true, be you unapologetically. Until next time, loves, all is well.